Hello, hello, Miss fellow New Yorker, Miss Arneece Maynard.
Hey.
Thank you for being here
No,
with us.
thank you for having me.
No, thank you. No. So I just want to get out there that you want people to refer to you as Good Day.
Yep, good day.
Can you explain to me why? Answer the question.
So in 11th grade, I got a tad day, so I just kind of ran with it, and that's how I got the name of my company. But this literally means nothing. And
Really?
Yeah. I popped in my head one
Were
day.
you having a good day?
No, it
Oh.
was actually a bad day. I think I was
Oh.
suspended from school, and I went to the tattoo shop, and it became a good day after I got this.
Okay. So now let's say you have a bad day. Do you constantly look at your arm and say, I got this for a reason?
No, I still don't even pay this no more. It's just there, but I know I'm looking the Bronx since I have that tattoo on my chest. That makes me feel have good days.
Really?
Yeah.
So you were born and raised in the Bronx. So why does that make you feel so great? Just because you consider that home?
Yes, I feel like it's the best place on earth. A lot of people wish they were from here, want to visit. It's just,
The Bronx itself, or just New York in general?
I want to say the Bronx, the other boroughs, they're alright, but technically the Bronx, that's where everything is, but yeah.
Really?
Bronx.
So you're not a Manhattan girl?
No, I actually hate going into Manhattan. I'd rather
Really?
just stay in the Bronx.
That's so funny because I live in the Bronx now, but I'm a Manhattan girl. Like I feel like the Bronx, everything closes early.
Oh, that's true. But I haven't
Okay.
gone out too much since I haven't lived here in, 7 years, so
Okay.
I don't even know the lifestyle since I've been 21 living in Atlanta.
Okay. You don't have an accent. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's get into the question.
Gotcha.
Okay. So I looked at your website for Good Day Greetings, and I just want to say your idea for the greeting cards is genius because
Thank you.
when you go into the stores or pharmacies or whatever, you don't see any cards primarily for the LGBT community. So can you just tell me what your primary objective was for establishing your Good Day greeting cards?
I'm pretty much, well, I'm gonna tell you how it started. When I used to go into Target, Walmart, anywhere like that, and I wanted to buy my girlfriend a card, it was either a man and a woman on the cover. So
Right.
since I'm not a man and she's not a man, it's like, why don't we have anything for us? So when I started Googling things, I saw a lot of sexual things. I'm like, I really love this girl. I don't want a naked woman on the picture to get to my girlfriend because I really love her. So I decided to create my own to where it's tasteful, but it still bring out the LGBT community with class.
That's awesome.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Okay, so Atlanta, Georgia is where you established Good Day Greeting in 2011, right? And compared to most southern cities, I believe, I don't know if this is true, but I believe that Atlanta is the most socially accepting towards the LGBT community. I may be wrong, I don't live there, but from what I see in the media, it seems like they're more accepting socially. Is that why you decided to establish your company in that location?
Oh no, well when I got kicked out of New York by my parents and they sent me to school in Georgia. And when I fell in love with Atlanta, I just ended up staying there and never moved back. And it just so happens that Atlanta has a big gay community. Like you can see, just like New York City, you see the men with purses, you see the women who look like me, you don't know if it's a boy or not. I get cursed out for going into the women's bathroom. But
Really?
that makes me feel at home, because I'm like, okay, at least some people know, but when I get to the outskirts, like literally 20 minutes from out of Atlanta, you have to deal with a lot of southernness. I'll put it like that, yeah.
Discrimination,
Yeah.
typical.
Old school.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you don't mind me asking, you're a lesbian.
Yes.
Do you consider yourself, because, I mean, I don't know, so I feel like I have to ask and I don't want to sound ignorant or anything, but
No.
you say you are sometimes, people are sometimes confused of what you are, I guess, if you go into ladies' bathroom or whatever. Do you consider yourself, like, I don't want to offend you or anything, like transgender, or are you just more comfortable wearing clothes?
Well, actually, yeah, I'm just more comfortable in male attire down to everything that I wear, but for the most part, I think a lot of people don't know. Like if I have my hat on and you see a short haircut and you see baggy clothes, you're gonna assume it's a male in a woman's bathroom. And, women automatically get scared, but transgender, no.
Okay.
That's just basically when you change your sex, and
Right.
I like my parts.
Right. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to laugh, but you just said it like so nonchalant. Like, yeah, I just like my parts. Okay. While attending Clark Atlanta University, you major in communications. Was obtaining your degree a gateway for you to build your company?
Oh no, that had nothing to do with it. It just helps me like when I want to do commercials and stuff like that since I film. But other than that, it's literally just me wanting to have something for my people that we can go buy and give it out to their partners or whoever.
Okay, so have you ever, since you've been in New York, you're visiting,
Mm-hmm.
have you been, showing other, I guess, sponsors or whoever about your cards?
Well, I haven't been to any events lately. I just came back from Birmingham Pride. That was in Alabama.
Okay.
But unfortunately, New York is like $900 to sell at Pride, and our Pride was actually just last weekend. So I went down there and networked, gave out business cards, but it's pretty much word of mouth. It's not any events right now.
Okay. So in the future, are you looking forward to like coming back to New York to stay and try to like expand your career?
Oh, definitely. I feel like if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere. So until I get in a store in New York, I'm not going to feel like I made it. And right now, since we're only in Atlanta, Georgia, and a store in Portland, Oregon, my next goal is definitely New York City.
Okay. So how did you get to Oregon? If you didn't come...
Emails. I've never been to Oregon a day in my life.
Like, that's what I'm saying. It's just like you went from Atlanta to Oregon. That's like...
All you do is like find bookstores, LGBT community. Google's your best friend when you start a business. So when I do that and I find somebody's email, I send them out an email. Sometimes they don't write back. Luckily for me, the one in Oregon, they go back and they accepted my cards.
Okay, so you have it in their stores?
Yep.
Oh, that's awesome. Do you know, can you tell us the name of the stores?
Oh yeah, the store's called In Other Words. I don't know the exact address, but it's called In Other Words in Portland, Oregon.
Okay, so does it just cater to the LGBT community, or is just like a feature in their store?
They're pretty much a bookstore. I'm not too sure if they have heterosexual cards. I'm pretty sure they do, but I know their section is big on LGBT.
Okay, I'm going to ask you something that has nothing to do with your cards right now. It's just another personal question.
Gotcha.
Was it easy for you to, I guess, come out to your family? Because I know a lot of people who may be watching this or who watch other things, they are afraid to come out because, I guess, the social backlash. So was your family accepting? Like, how did you feel when you actually decided to do it? And how old were you when you decided?
I was in high school, I want to say about 16. Lucky for me, my family is extremely accepting. Like my mother, my father, my sister, everybody knew before I did. Like I was like, why didn't you tell me? It would have saved me a lot of trouble. But even down to my grandmother, she was born 1924, she's still here. She's like, whatever you want to do, just stay happy. And I know a lot of people get kicked out on the streets, like literally every day. But I've just been blessed with a good family who just supports me in anything I do.
Do you have any friends who experienced the negative side of coming out to their family?
Yeah, my girlfriend now, her parents don't know. She's Jamaican, so it's culture difference. Yeah, so they don't know. I still see them. I say hi. I'm her best friend in the house. So,
but do you think they have an idea?
I mean, yeah. When you see your child hanging out with someone who looks like this, and she dresses like a girly girl, it's like, y'all are really close. But so they know, but they just ignore it.
Right.
But I've been locked in her house before. As far as when family came over from Jamaica, they didn't want to see me leave. So like her immediate family is kind of accepted because they know. But it's still like, you got to stay in a room until they go downstairs.
Wow. Really? So how does that make you feel? Do you understand where she's coming from, or do you feel like just tell them already? You know,
I mean, no, I get it. Nobody wants to lose their family. Since I've never been through that, I kind of can't empathize. But I'm just like, I understand that that's always gonna be daddy. You get one daddy, you get one mommy. So I would never push her. But we do talk about it like, there's gonna come a time.
Well, you're gonna have to say something. Yeah. So is she marriage material?
Oh.
Okay, they'll be like, okay, no pressure, no pressure.
No, she is.
No pressure. She is. Okay. Formulating your own card company could be, I think, a bit of a nuisance at times, just like a little nerve-wracking because there's so much that goes into just creating your business in general. Had you collaborated with anyone to appease or expedite the creative process, or did you do this all on your own?
In the beginning, I had two business partners. They didn't work out too well. I didn't feel like they had the same drive that I had, so we had to go our separate ways. But now that it's just me, it's hard, but I know that everything that I'm getting done is being done right because it's just me. But it's going to come a time where I'm going to have to expand, of course, but until I get there, I'm just going to keep pushing on my own.
You told me that your family was accepting of you, but was it difficult to gain acceptance when you started to create these cards for the LGBT community?
Oh no, for the most part, everybody loves the cards. Like when I go to events, like I've been to Orlando Pride, Alabama Pride, and Charlotte Pride, and everybody's like, wow, why didn't I think of this? So the community is really big on it, especially because it's not sexual. And then people perceive us as very sexual when we're all not like that. A lot of us are, but all of us are not like that.
Right.
It's a good, positive response.
Yeah, but I just want to say that I thought the same thing when I saw your cards online, and I was just like, that's like the perfect idea. It's just like, it's so genius. Okay, so I want to talk about your cards.
Okay.
The illustrations for the cards, I think, are very emotional, very intense and very enlightening. You dive right into what is still considered taboo in this day and age, even in New York and Atlanta. Are you the artist behind the images?
No, I actually just create everything, but I freelance and have people draw them. Most of the people actually are not in America, which is it's Germany, London, India, and those are all the people that actually draw out the images and they send them back to me.
Oh, awesome. So basically your card is technically like international right now. Congratulations. That's awesome. So how did you find these people? Did you put like a post online saying I need someone for this particular project and they just jumped at it, or you knew someone who knew someone who knew someone?
Oh no, I don't know any of them. There's a website called elance.com, so where you get freelance people from all over the world. So luckily, since they're cheap in other countries, they want the U.S. currency. I can get the card made for really almost nothing compared to me hiring somebody in the U.S. and it's going to cost me like $500 for one card just to draw. Yeah.
So you've known about this Elance since you started your company, or?
No, the beginning, like 2011, I was only working with people that I knew through somebody who knew somebody, and I'll give them a task. It'll take a year for one card. It'll take 6 months, 3 months, but when I have a vision, I'm writing it down. I need to draw it out immediately to get it up on the website.
Right.
So it's been about a year now, and it's worked perfectly.
So I notice your cards. You have cards for basically, I think, everyone in the LGBT community. Like I really love that. My favorite is, I don't know if you remember, I don't know how old or new this particular card is, but it's of a woman looking in the mirror, and I think she's being helped. I don't know if it's her mother or someone with a red dress, but her reflection is actually a man looking at her. I'm assuming that's for the transgender community. I think that's really intense. And another one that's actually similar to that one is a man in the river, the waterfall. His reflection is a female. See, I do my research. Which card do you feel speaks to your soul or you as an individual the most?
I would have to say those, in a sense. Even though I'm not transgender, I'll refer to myself as a guy. I'll say his, or refer to myself as my girlfriend's boyfriend. So those really speak volumes in wanting to be who you are. No matter how much people perceive you, you're going to have to be yourself in any aspect. So really those, and the lesbian cards, I guess.
Right. But when you were younger, when you started to, I guess, dress a little bit more comfortably, did you get offended at all when someone would say, oh, he or the boy or whatever, referring to you? Did you ever get upset?
Well, actually, when I was younger, because I was born in 1988, so
the baggy clothes were in. Yeah.
So the fact that I was at no one, I still had boys talking to me like, "Hey, how you doing?"
Because
pump your brakes. But now I love it. Like besides in the women's bathroom, because I take it offensive sometimes because you're telling me that I can't read. That it says women, that they look totally different. Men don't have as much stalls as women, like. Right. But other than that, like, you call me boy all day.
That's awesome. Okay, so I know you said that you have your cars are featured in stores in Atlanta and Oregon. Have you ever contemplated featuring your cars in any of the major retail stores, like let's say CVS or Rite Aid?
Oh, definitely. Like, I'm in the process now trying to get into Target. They're really big on their supply diversity. Okay. But they want a lot of revenue and your last 2-year tax report and all of that. And since I'm in the process of getting the name out, my revenue is not where I want it to be, to where they're going to even talk to me or open my email. So as soon as I do more marketing and advertising, Target will be my best friend, hopefully. Yeah. So is it? I'm assuming it's a bit difficult trying to get your name out there. Not difficult, just pretty much having your cars featured in especially on a mainstream market like Target because they're really big. But with this day and age, Obama doing what he do, we have Pride Month now, and a lot of things like even Chase, they had when you dip your ATM card, it says Happy Pride Month and everything. A lot of companies and corporations are getting more accepted. So slowly but surely, it should be easier to get in contact with them. Not even. I just want to mention, I used to work for a bank, not Chase, Capital One. They were like really big on Pride. I just wanted to let you know in case you wanted to go to them and talk to them about anything. Because I remember a couple of years, I worked for them for 4 years. I'm not with them now, but I remember we had, it was during Pride Week or Pride Month. I know that's in June. And we were near Christopher Street near the pier. And we had like giving out raffles and everything. It was basically for Pride. I mean, we were talking about Capital One products, of course, trying to get money and everything. But it was basically about Pride. I've never seen anything like that before, especially with a major corporation. So I think we've advanced a little bit.
but I still think we have a lot to learn.
Yeah,
Like,
definitely.
you know, because there's a lot of things we don't know. Like, I've asked you the questions about the transgender. Like, there's a lot of things we don't know. Like, we're ignorant to a lot of things, and that's how you become, you know, discriminating towards other people because you're ignorant to what is actually happening. Okay. Are you focused on just the Good Day greeting for right now, or are there any more projects in the development?
Well, pretty much for the most part, it's 90% Good Day Greetings, and then 10% I'm still working on my craft as far as filming. I just finished doing a Lifetime show, but other than that, it's
Awesome.
predominantly Good Day Greetings. I really don't want to work for anybody for that much longer.
No one wants to work
I
for
know,
anyone.
so-
Oh my God, the 9 to 5?
I can't do it.
Yeah, not at all. So tell me about your Lifetime show, if you can tell us anything, not to give away too much, I guess.
Oh, well, no, it's the second season of the show. It's called Kim of Queens. I don't know if you've heard of it, but it's about pageant queens in Georgia. But pretty much, I was a production assistant on there, so doing a whole bunch of running around. But it was just an amazing experience, seeing how reality is really being shot. You know, Atlanta's really big with Love and Hip Hop, Atlanta Housewives.
Every show is like
in Atlanta. So that was just good to see. Like, okay, this is how they do it. I can't wait. It should come out like in July on
Okay.
Lifetime Network. So I want to see exactly.
Okay. So you basically film a couple of seasons ahead of time, and then they'll actually show it, or with the first?
No,
how does that work?
we filmed in April. So
Okay.
and this is season 2. So season 1 came out last summer. So I
Okay.
guess
So it actually aired and everything.
Oh,
so-
yeah.
Okay.
And then this one will come out in probably July, August. So it only takes about 3 months to edit it because it's reality.
Okay.
So-
And what's the name of it again?
Kim of Queens.
Kim of Queens? Just want to give a little shout out on the website or the article, so we should know. Kim of Queens. That's awesome. And that's it. Oh, can you just please tell the viewers of where they can purchase your card or how they can contact you?
You could. You guys make me nervous. Okay.
It's okay, we'll edit that.
You can purchase the cards at www.gooddaygreetings.com. On Facebook, Facebook/GoodDayGreetings LLC. You go like all our pictures on Instagram at Good Day Greetings. And we don't really use Twitter, but we're gonna be there in a while, and we'll be Good Day Greetings at Twitter.
Thank you.